I'm Ellen Brown, President of the Rotary Club of Harrisburg. We're part of an international community and humanitarian service organization comprised of 1.4 million members in over 44,000 clubs in more than 200 countries. Rotary leads the world in volunteer service. For more than 112 years, the Rotary Club of Harrisburg has organized impactful local service projects that changes lives and creates hope where it's needed most. Please join us at a Rotary luncheon at the Hilton, service on a Monday, or a Rotary alternate meeting to meet our members who are waiting to welcome you. You can find out more about us at hbgrotary.org. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We hope to welcome you as a member soon.
Born in 1916 in Harrisburg, Hanson was the son of the late Reverend Dr. Henry W.A. Hanson and Elizabeth Trimble Painter Hanson. He graduated summa cum laude in 1939 with a Bachelor of Arts in History from Gettysburg College, where he was a member of Phi Beta Kappa. His father was the president of the college, and he literally grew up on that campus. He was a 1942 graduate of the Dickinson School of Law. He practiced law in Harrisburg as Robert D. Hanson Esquire and later worked for Kleckner and Ferrin. He was admitted to practice before the Dauphin County Courts, Superior Court of Pennsylvania, Supreme Court of Pennsylvania, and the United States District Court. Hanson served as solicitor of Dauphin County and the county's redevelopment and housing authorities. He was general counsel to the Dauphin County Hospital Authority, Harris Savings Association for more than 40 years, and the Credit Bureau of Greater Harrisburg for more than 35 years. Professional memberships include Dauphin County and Pennsylvania Bar Associations and National Panel of Arbitrators of the American Arbitration Association. Hanson served as corporation president of Messiah Lutheran Church. Awards included the Gettysburg College Lindbergh Brenneman Award, the Keystone Area Council Boy Scouts of America Silver Beaver Award and Eagle Award, the Rotary Club of Harrisburg Community Service Award, the Salvation Army Others Award, the National United Way of American de Tocqueville Award, the first ever awarded, and the Wisdom Award of Honor Eminent Wisdom Fellow. Military service included ranks of second lieutenant to major in the infantry of the United States Army. He was awarded the Bronze Star Medal and Purple Heart. He served as a major and divisional staff officer in General George Patton's Third Army, European Theater of Operation. He was in the Battle of the Bulge and one of the first to enter the concentration camp of Auschwitz. Bob was a Rotary Club of Harrisburg member for many years. He served on most committees and was president in 1978-79. He was the first to introduce the idea of having a strategic plan. And when President Joe Sutcliffe requested for him to lead the club in 1999, he graciously accepted and helped our club to be the first in District 7390 to accomplish one. He was quite proud of this and assisted the club in the planning process for years. He was an active member of our club well into his senior years. He loved Rotary and getting together with fellow Rotarians. Bob was a mentor to many in Rotary and assisted upcoming presidents prepare for that leadership role. He was a friend of everyone and well-liked by all. He passed away at the age of 89 in July of 2006 at Homeland Center, where he had lived the last 4 years of his life. When Janice was the president of this club, she asked him if an award could be given in his name to a member who served the organization in a particularly outstanding way. At first he said no, then agreed, and provided the criteria for the award still in use today. It is clear that Robert D. Hanson was an exemplary human being and an extraordinary Rotarian. It is a distinct honor for Shaun Eng to follow in Hanson's footsteps in receiving the 2024 Rotary Club of Harrisburg's Robert D. Hanson Award. Janice offers her congratulations and best wishes.
No small order to fill, is it? All right, Shaun Eng is Vice President and Commercial Relations Manager at M&T Bank. He manages a portfolio of middle market clients in the greater Harrisburg market. Shaun graduated from the University of Pittsburgh with a bachelor's in business administration and a dual major in marketing and finance. Shaun currently serves as the co-finance chair on the advisory board of the Salvation Army. He serves on the board of directors for Theater Harrisburg and serves on the finance committee of the United Way of the Capital Region, and he's the current vice president of the Rotary Club of Harrisburg. And he says being an Eagle Scout helped pave the way for his passion for community service. Shaun exemplifies commitment to Rotary. He has helped elevate our club by creating the hybrid option for members to attend our meeting. He's served on the board of directors and currently holds the position of vice president. He lives the four-way test. And Shaun, most importantly, is one of the Rotarians who always says yes. And he does it with a smile. Fellow Rotarians, I present to you this year's Robert D. Hanson Rotary of Excellence awardee, Shaun Eng.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed members of the Rotary Club and honored guests, I am deeply humbled and incredibly grateful to stand before you today as the recipient of the Robert D. Hanson Rotary Excellence Award. This recognition is not just a reflection of my individual efforts, but a testament to the support and encouragement that I have received from so many remarkable individuals along the way. I'm shocked. This feels like a dream. Can't believe I no longer a commercial relationship manager at M&T. I am now an award winning. Almost got some more. I know us bankers have a tendency to hop around, but Nora, your track record is any indication. I think I'm in for the long. Monday, I used to dread Mondays, right? Fridays were fantastic. It's the end of the week. Saturdays, I got to hang out with friends and family. Sundays, it's God's day, and Sunday night football. Then Monday came around, and you were back on the grind, and it's challenging. But with Rotary here on Mondays, it's something to look forward to. I get excited to see some of the best people in the city doing good in the community. So even though Mondays are tough, you guys are all here today, and I just wanted to say thanks to help celebrate this honor. Before I go to my individual thank yous, I just wanted to give you a little background about myself and how we got to this specific moment. My grandpa, he's from Canton, China, of a poor family of 6. He immigrated here when he was 16, not knowing much English. Not coming from a lot of money. He tried the college thing and lived locally at the YMCA. The language barrier proved too difficult So he eventually joined the military and then went off to trade school in electronics and had a career at the New York Planetarium. He married young to a school teacher named Vivian, and they had my dad. My dad grew up in not the safest neighborhood. He would tell me stories of being robbed in Jackson Heights, Queens. And he was so poor that the bike that he had, people would leave it a block away, and he would pick it up and drive it home. My dad was a voracious reader and an academic scholar. He got into the #1 high school in New York City, Stuyvesant High School, and then went on to become valedictorian twice, once for his bachelor's, and again for his master's. He had a long career at IBM, over 30 years, and retired early at 55. My mom left the workforce and raised 4 kids, stay-at-home mom. There's one lesson that I learned: it takes a lot of sacrifice to have a family. And when Ellen reached out a couple weeks ago, told me, you know, when you get up there, just tell the people what makes you tick. And for me, kind of 3 things that get me going. One, pressure. Right? I get a lot of pressure, things seem to happen. And you know, when you reached out to me at the board meeting and let everybody know that I was winning the award and told me that you accepted on the spot, you know, that pressure, man, it worked. Number 2, you know, things that make me tick, things that I'm really passionate about, like Rotary Club, volunteering, being a dad. And 3, things that make me tick is cars. You guys know me, I'm absolutely passionate about cars. My life, it feels like it's been a race from start to finish. I'm always going. I don't stop. And it's funny, actually, I have this weird thing that when I do meet people, I actually memorize them by kind of cars that they drive. So for Andy, he drives an older Ford Explorer, reliable, gets places. It's just like him. He still wears the tie. Nora, you drive a Subaru Outback. You know, it's good in all conditions, and Subaru itself actually gives back to the community, so makes sense. Don Switzler, Mr. Ford F-150, reliable, workhorse. Scott, Volkswagen Atlas, German, sleep. Ellen, Porsche Cayenne. Oh, it's nice. You know, cars tell a lot about people. It tells me, you know, are they point A to point B people, right? Do they have a big car? Do they have a big family? I gotta move people around. Or, you know, maybe they just don't show up. I drive a race bred, limited edition Ford Focus RS, 350 horsepower, 6-speed manual, turbocharged engine, and I previously named it the Red Rock. That doesn't describe me. I apologize ahead of time if I catch you off and you see a little red car speed off. I want to tell you a story of growing up for myself. You know, most of my friends in high school, they started getting pretty nice cars when they turned 16. You know, my one buddy, he got a WRX, the other friend got a Maxima, and I asked my dad, I said, hey, Dad, if you're listening, what am I going to take? He handed me the keys to the family minivan. And, you know, I said, well, when's my turn? He goes, I'll tell you what, you get into college, buy a car. So, I got into the University of Pittsburgh, and he said, Shaun, freshmen don't drive cars, but they get good grades. I'll buy a car. So, got good grades, and he said, Shaun, get a job, buy a car. At this point, I'm like, forget about it. So, got a job at the local Pep Boys, making $7.25 an hour, saved $2,000, and I bought my first car. I was so excited. My dad came to college, I opened the car and said, get in. He looked at me. He does one of these. He said, Shaun, I haven't had to roll down my window since I was young. I think that's the second lesson I learned in life is try not to take shortcuts and good things happen. to those who wait. I did graduate. I got a job at PNC Bank. And he did take me down to the local Mazda and put a nice down payment for my car. And although he didn't pay for the full car, he did pay for my full college tuition. I think that's
That's a good trait.
let's fast forward, right? I meet my beautiful wife. We move 4 times in 7 years. We buy a home in Philly and eventually have 2 kids, Miles and Parker. A little bit about my kids. Miles is great. Parker is a special needs child. He actually has a rare genetic disorder called Vision Soda syndrome. It actually doesn't allow your muscles to develop as quickly as normal, and hence why he's currently on a feeding tube. Over the past couple of years, it's definitely been challenging, balancing out work and regular life, but it's extremely difficult for my wife. So, don't do that to me. It's been extremely challenging, but my wife is a rock star, both raising Parker and also doing work. And the good news is that mentally he'll develop normally, and he currently has a day nurse who watches him with a slew of physical therapists. So who knows? He has a heart of gold and a smile to light up the room. Hopefully one day he'll be an astrophysicist, maybe cure cancer, or could be both there. The reason why I tell you this is because life isn't always fair. Life isn't always going to be easy, but I sit in front of you, telling you that it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And along the ride, you may hit some bumps, but it's important to recognize the people around you that support you, which makes life a little easier. So why did I join the Rotary Club? Let's go back to October 2019, pre-COVID. I got a calendar invite, 10 a.m. with my boss at Chase. We bought a house, had our first child. I was in my 3rd year of sales, and he tells me, hey, you actually we're a downsizing company, you've been chosen to be displaced. You got 6 weeks to figure out your life. And that was tough. My heart sank. I didn't know what I would do, how I would recover. How am I going to pay my bills? It was probably one of the darkest moments of my life mentally. Yet, I told my family, and the next day, my mom, she sent me a note. I'm sure. I think this is the catalyst that kind of changed me for the better. And she goes, the letter reads, this is from my grandmother. She passed away, but 2 years prior to her passing, she sent this note to my mom. She goes, dear Susan, I know the Lord will lead you to a better position in the near future. You'll find a place where they'll appreciate you and your talents. Take your time and don't settle for anything less. You have a lot to offer. Take care and God bless. Love again, Richard's mom. P.S. Thank you for the lovely bouquet. I still love the lavender and Noah. Powerful note. It's, I was born February 24th, 1988. My grandmother Vivian passed a month before I was born. And to me, I'm amazed that even with her diagnosis of cancer, she still had the strength to encourage others. And that was the changing point, I think, in my life, right? I wanted to dedicate my life to service rather than being selfish and only thinking about what's in it for me. I reconnected with God, started praying again, January 6, 2020. I moved my life to Harrisburg, where I started a new career at a small bank, and I decided to go all out for once. So, I started tithing again, I signed up to be a board member of the local Salvation Army and attend those fundraisers. I signed up to be a board member at Harrisburg and going to those musicals, which opened my eyes to the arts. Signed up with my local church to volunteer there. And I even signed up to become a local Rotarian here at our Rotary Club of Harrisburg. And with that, I joined one of the most prestigious organizations, service organizations in the world. I finally opened up my heart and my mind to putting service above self, and it reminds me to live some 24 words of 4-way test. Number 1 is the truth. Number 2, is it fair to all concerned? Number 3, will it build goodwill and better friendships? And number 4, will be beneficial to all concerned. So with that being said, I'd like to say a couple thanks to some of the people in this room. First and foremost, I want to express my gratitude to God for blessing me with the strength, guidance, and opportunities that have allowed me to come to this moment. Without His divine intervention, none of this would be possible. Obviously, I want to extend my heartfelt appreciation to my parents and my sisters, Natalie, Cassie, and Heather. They have been unwavering in their source of love, inspiration, and encouragement for my journey. Their sacrifices and belief have laid the foundation for everything that I've achieved. I'm also grateful to my wife, Dana. She's my best friend and the mother of my two beautiful children. Their support and understanding and belief in my dreams have been a driving force in my success. Her love has been my anchor through the highs and the lows, and I'm endlessly thankful for her presence in my life. And I also want to thank you for helping me find my phone every single time. I also want to send my heartfelt gratitude to my boss, Andy Petrus. Andy, your leadership and mentorship has been instrumental in shaping my professional journey. Your guidance has challenged me to strive for excellence, and your belief in my abilities has empowered me to reach new heights. Thank you for your invaluable contributions to my growth and my development. I am truly fortunate to have you as a leader and a mentor. To the Rotary Club and the selection committee, thank you for the tremendous honor. It is truly humbling to be recognized among such an impactful organization. And I'm deeply grateful to your belief in my contributions to the community. I know we already went through this, but it's in my speech, I'll say it anyways. Thank you to the previous winners, Andy Reba, Una Martone, Steve Feinauer, Betty Hungerford, Wendell Hoover, Beth Mamet, Amy Petrick, James Good, Ellen Brown, Bob Salin, Scott Stevens, for paving the way and showing the club what dedicated Rotarians do. To be included in this list of esteemed colleagues is an immense privilege and honor. You are all amazing role models and the epitome of what leading by example is. Your encouragement has fueled my passion and commitment to service, and I am forever indebted to each and every one. Lastly, I want to dedicate this award to my grandmother Vivian, who I never got to meet. I hope you're up there in heaven having a drink with Mr. Bob Hanson, celebrating about me and this organization, what it's done to shape me into the person I am today. Thank you for being the catalyst and changing the very fabric of what I stand for. So, in closing, I accept this award with immense gratitude and humility. Let this be a gentle reminder that not everyone has what we have, and we need to continue to serve those who are less fortunate. That regardless of race, creed, or sexual orientation, that everyone serves. It's a reminder of the profound impact that we can have when we work for a common purpose. I won this award by surrounding myself with a network of people that are smart, strong, and dedicated. This isn't the end of the race, this is just the beginning, and I'm just getting started. As I accept this prestigious award, I'm reminded of the profound responsibility that comes with it. I'm looking at the other members in this club to follow suit, perhaps join a committee, join the board, or even, dare I say, become president one day of this great organization. When I become president, I promise to be a visionary, to grow members through membership drives, grow the partnerships that we have, and then fresh new ideas on how we can make Harrisburg a better place to work for all. While I know I have a challenging road ahead, balancing work, kids with special needs, running the club, I know I have you all to lean on, and I know that you guys will step up to the plate. I will embrace change while honoring traditions. I know we need to adapt since things were very different than what they were when I was first born 113 years ago. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for this incredible honor. I pledge to uphold the principles of Rotary International and continue to work tirelessly towards building a better future for all. Together, let us continue to embody the spirit of service above self and make meaningful contributions to our community and beyond. Appreciate y'all coming here today. God bless the Rotary Club of Harrisburg.
Wow. You haven't checked clear. You don't have a heart like Shaun, that's for sure. We need to Hey, just said we need to include you in the four-way speech contest. There's nothing to be said after that, is there? Except, remember to come to RAM next Wednesday, and we'll see you 2 weeks from today for the YCDT presentation. Come with your pockets full to support these children who are learning how to give back to the community. This meeting is adjourned.